Hi everybody, how you doing? Today's lesson in the book is really about multiplying matrices by hand, which we're not going to do. We're going to use the calculator. So this will be quick because I just want to go over some things that the calculator is not going to be able to do for you. So if you remember when you not name a matrix, but when you give the matrix the dimensions, you go row, which is down, and then you go column, which is across. So you go down and across. The dimensions of a matrix matter significantly for any operation. Adding and subtracting, obviously we showed you that, and then multiplying is today. We don't divide matrices, so we won't have to worry about division. So if we take a look at number 1 right here, we're not really going to do too much with it, but when you give this a name, you got to go down and then across. So that matrix is a person by style matrix. The second matrix is a style by, well, say wood. It's really the type of wood, but those are the two matrices. Now, when you multiply matrices, what happens is this middle and this first one, these middle two, have to match. They have to be the same number. They have to be the same description. They have to be the same. So we have style 1, 2, 3, style 1, 2, 3. So what happens is they actually cancel each other out. And the result would be a person by wood matrix. And you can see that's exactly what happens. You can see the two people going down and the types of wood going across. Now we are not going to multiply these by hand, and you can see they go into great detail as to show you how to do this over and over again. Now I did skip page 490, and this is page 491 because I want to go back over some of these things with how do you know if you can multiply two matrices together. They do a lot of this stuff with the matrix with the two people in their cutting boards, but we're not going to mess with that. So if we take a look at number 7, and so right here, number 7, so this is a 2 by 2. The other one is also a 2 by 2. So what happens is you want to make sure these two numbers match. If those two numbers match, then yes, it would be possible. The solution then would be the outer two. So this one is yes, it would be possible. I know it's not asking if it's possible or not, but it's asking us to do it. We're not going to do that yet. So in part B, this is a 2 by 3, and the other one is also a 2 by 3. These do not match, so that means no. This one would not be possible. So let's take a look at part C, 2 by 2 times a 2 by 3. And this one is yes. This is possible. The result you would get a 2 by 3. So don't be surprised when you're using multiplication that the size of your matrix changes. It doesn't happen when you add or subtract. Now, some details about multiplying versus adding and subtracting. Obviously, we've already done adding and subtracting before. If we do A plus B using these two matrices up here, using matrix A and B, then we get, let's do this real quick, 9, 8, 7, 2. We get that matrix. If we do B plus A and switch the order and put 5 plus 4, then we get 9, 6 plus 2. We get the exact same matrix. That's important to realize, that when you add, the order doesn't matter. Now, obviously, you already know when you subtract, it matters. Does not matter. So today we're going to realize, well, what happens when you multiply? Now, you don't have to multiply by hand, and we'll do this on the calculator here in a minute, in that second video. Well, just to show you the results. Now, these are both 2 by 2s, so you can multiply them together. If you multiply A times B in that order, this is the matrix that you get. if you multiply b times a and you switch the order, you get a completely different matrix. So the weird thing is that multiplication is not commutative. Multiplication, the order really matters. So it's a little bit different than multiplying with regular numbers or variables. The order matters when you multiply. So you've really got to pay attention to the direction in which you're multiplying, and you need to pay attention to how you type it into the calculator, because you will get nothing even close to resembling the answer that you're looking for. Now, if you're not sure how to put these in the calculator, watch the calculator video. We'll go through and do some examples on that, and I'll show you how to type all the stuff in, and I'll give you some hints as to how to make your homework easier, or really any group of problems easier, a lot less work for you.